Hi, this is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Thank you so much for your time and your moments to spend with me. Hopefully, I won't keep you long. I want to talk about a simple thing, as that we talk about so many things in life, but I want to share about being transparent. Just when people come into your life and they say they accept you, they accept all of you. you know your highs, your lows, your goods, your bads. That when you are expressing yourself to someone, you're showing them who you are. I like that. When a person tells you who you are, believe them. Well, sometimes they don't have to tell you, they just show you who they are. And some people are not comfortable and you seeing them. They don't want you to see them. And I'm not talking about the natural eyes. I'm talking about seeing their heart, seeing their character. They're not really sure they're ready to show you that. They're not sure they're ready to get naked before you. And becoming naked is just meaning I'm opening up. I'm revealing to you everything that I am. You know, this is me. This is everything about me, right? You just open up and pull back the cover and say, this is what you got, right? You got me without my makeup. You got me without my mask. You got me, with all my shortcomings. I'm laying everything on the table and saying, this is me, you know. And I'm hoping that if you love me, like you say you love me, you can accept all of me. You know, you can accept my shortcomings. Oh my gracious, because I got a lot of them. You can accept the fact, that I have that limp. You can accept the fact, I got some jelly rolls. you know, you know how it is. Sometimes, you're not comfortable in the skin that you're in. You're not comfortable with it. So you're always trying to, uh, have this pretense about who you are instead of just saying, this is me, right? And being comfortable showing a person who you are, and they just accepting, this is it. Look, I ain't got nothing else to show you, honey. This is me. you know and if you can't accept that, then I'm fine with that. Then I was not meant for you, but this is me. When someone tells you that, I think it's in the beginning of Genesis, right? When it says that Adam and Eve, when they realized they were naked. So when God called them, they hid because they realized they were naked. Why did they hide? Why? What were they hiding for? First of all, if he's God, he already knows everything about you, everything you've done, everything you said. Nothing you could ever do is hidden. So what you hiding for? Why are you hiding? Here we go. People sometimes, when they meet you, they want you to see a part of them that, you know, makes you, smile and get excited about. How somebody wants to ride around in a car, sometimes don't even belong to them, but they want to impress you that this is them. And in essence, it's not, right? They take you out to a nice fancy restaurant and put it on their credit card. And they about maxed it out just to take you out because they're trying to impress you instead of just being who they are. Just be you. Be you. Be comfortable being you. And don't mind sharing to somebody, this is just who I am. Right? That way, down the road, ain't nobody mad with you because now if you tell what you say, you know, you made me think the whole time that you was this, that, and the other, and you telling me, you know, yeah, I work at Wall Street. Check it out. I work at Wall Street. You do? Yeah, I'm at Wall Street. You drive this nice car. You work at Wall Street. You giving me the impression, right, that you on one of the top floors. Cause you riding this, you talking this. You're trying to spin like that. You go one day to go see him or her at Wall Street. Yeah, I come to see Sydney. I come to see Sydney, Sydney Brown. Sydney Brown. Oh, give me a minute. Let me try to see if I can find them. They might be outside. Oh, they're not outside, right? right? And you find out, they're valet parking, whatever, right? Now, Ain't no nothing wrong with being a valet parker. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's something wrong with the fact that you would not reveal that. You made the person believe that you was something that you wasn't. You give them a piece of a story, not the full story, hoping that they would take the piece and be able to run with that and feel comfortable with the piece, knowing you had a whole one that you kept back because you wasn't comfortable in the skin that you were in. You wasn't allowed to be able to say, I want to be real, you know? And I'm saying you wasn't allowed is the fact that you was not proud of you to the point you was willing to tell somebody who you was. So you was trying to hold back some things that you should have told, right? I mean, when you meet people and you get it, you know, you having this introduction. The first thing I do look for is, when you start talking, the words, everything you say, and people know, every word you speak to me, I have absorbed it. I heard you. And not only did I heard you, I contained that information, right? Because I'm listening to everything you say. You don't have to impress me. You just have to be you. Be you. Don't be somebody you're not. You see, I was telling my son today, I said, look, this wealthy billionaire, I'm not even going to use his name because I'm not going to throw names out there, but this wealthy billionaire, he's wealthy. He don't have to go around telling people how wealthy he is. He just be, because he's wealthy. His children don't have to go around here trying to impress people and tell people, yeah, my daddy is so-and-so, my mama. No, they ain't. All they got to do is just be. Because him being in the position that he's in, his family will also be in that position because they are a part of that tree. Okay? So they don't have to pretend to be something that they're not because they just be, and it's going to show up. It's anything that you are will show up at some point in some juncture of your life. Period. So just be. You can't hide stuff for so long anyway. I'm telling you. They say what's in the dark got to come to the light. You cannot hide who you are. So be you. Don't go into anything. Don't go on a job, a relationship, a time capsule, and being somebody you ain't. Just be you. It'll come out well for you. When you're trying to be somebody else, pretending to be somebody else, it's going to catch up to you at some point in some time. You don't want somebody to see you naked. You don't want somebody to know who you really are, because who you really are, you're not even comfortable with it yourself. Because when you're comfortable with who you are, you have no problem sharing you with somebody who you say that you want to have a relationship with or that you're in love with. Come on now. Why? Why? When you step into a room, you need to make sure you have stepped into that room. You. Not that masked figure, not stepping in there trying to be something or someone else because you don't like who you are. If you don't like who you are, then you work on you. But don't go bringing somebody else into a room and then tell them, well, you just have to accept. No, don't. They don't have to accept you, honey. Not if you ain't being you. You're not being genuine. You're not being true. You're not transparent. Especially when you talk about walking up into a relationship. You need to be transparent. Honey, be you. Because eventually we will find out it is not who you've been saying that you are. You a mother? Tell somebody you a mother. Don't be telling somebody you ain't got no children. And then later on you're going to pull out 6 of them once you got them locked down real good, and all of a sudden you pull out these 6 children. Start out like you want to hold out. Lead with that. Don't be ashamed of who you are. They either going to love you for who you are or they ain't, right? If you, work doing something that you might think it's not, it may not pay as much as you want, but still, You trying to start something with somebody, you make every declaration you say need to be truth. It needs to be truth. Start out like you're trying to build something. You can't build nothing on some saying. You know what saying is? A bunch of daggone lies. Don't be starting off no relationship talking about a bunch of lies. You know you ain't her. You know you ain't him. You know you didn't do that. You know you was never there. So why are you starting off with something that you know you was never in? And now you got to try to prove it with receipts you know you ain't got. Right? You know? Be comfortable being able to get naked. You know, when someone says, I want to ask you a personal question, sure, go for it. Now, I have a choice whether I want to answer it or not. If it's personal, then personally, that means it's something that I can choose to answer. But I'm not going to lie to you. If I choose not to answer, I will tell you not. I don't feel like answering it at this time. I don't think we have gotten that far in our relationship that I want to share that right now. And you have a right to say that, right? But to answer the question with a lie, because I want to impress you, see, that's all. You ask me something, you want to ask me something personal, I would tell you if I want to share it or not. And I might say yes, I might say no, because I may not feel ready to give you that part of me yet. But I'm not going to lie to you now. Because I don't tell you. I just tell you, hey, I don't feel comfortable sharing it at this time. Let's give us some time, and we can revisit that. Let's see. Let me make sure I can trust you with that kind of information. Because look, hey, this here is a treasure box. Okay, I ain't got the alabaster, but this is my treasure box. I am a treasure box, right? And so when you decide to peep inside the treasure box and say, I wonder what's going on inside her. There's a whole lot of stuff going on inside me. It's a lot of stuff. Now, how much you will have access to, I'll let you know, because it's treasure. And so you don't just hand treasure off to anybody because they say, hey, yeah, I'm going to give you some treasure. Hey, why? Because they said hey to me. I don't give a flip. They said hey. They don't get no right with no keys, honey. Because they said hey. A smile don't give them keys. Because they said hi, don't give them keys. Because they gave you a ride, don't give them a key. I said, you don't be just exposing your treasure to any and everybody because they said hi or they looked the part. Now, you make people earn the right to get into a treasure box, to get into your life, because you need to see yourself as treasure. You need to see yourself as valuable. You need to see yourself worthy. That when somebody comes to you, they have to earn that right to be in your presence, to be able to pull from you the stuff that you got in you, because you're saying, I am worthy. I am lovable. I am truthful. I'm built, whatever it may be. You need to speak those affirmations about yourself. And then when you speak them, believe them. And that way, when someone comes tiptoeing around your life, you need to make sure before they go into the treasure box. Because before they can see a treasure box, honey. They can see it. But they ain't got no business in it until they get some keys. And everybody should not have keys to your box, your treasure box, right? You think about it. You go to the bank, you go to the teller. Everybody don't go to the vault. Good gracious from Zion. You go to the teller and get your check cash. You go to the teller to get, whatever you want. But now, when you got something, you go to the vault because there's something back there in the safe deposit box. There's something valuable there that they don't have access to up to the front. So you can't talk to the people up the front about what you want because the value is so big, you got to go somewhere else. Listen to what I'm saying to you now. Everybody talking to you can talk to you. They can see your box. They can see this. But to be able to say they have access to you, access to your worth, your wealth, your love, your heart, your soul, your spirit, to get that access, honey, they got to show that they earned that. You don't go around dropping keys to everybody. Come on now. Look, how many keys you got? Most people only got 2. I got these keys and I got a spare. That's normal. So now you giving up that spare. And everybody don't get a spare key to your house. Everybody ain't got a spare key to your car. Everybody ain't got a spare to your office. They don't have a spare to your life. You must value you. That when somebody comes in and says, I would love to get to know you, you make them show you they worthy. You take them through some steps, honey. You show them, no, sir, no, no. Put yourself in a place that you realize who you are. Put some value on it. And then know, everybody, male, female, I don't care. You need to know your worth. You need to know your value. And then you don't let somebody trip you up because they got a nice smile, because they said the right words, because they gave you something really special that day. You know, they gave you a dozen donuts. And, you know, I'm kind of low riding that one, right? But give you a dozen donuts. You say thank you for them dozen donuts, a dozen rows of flowers. You say thank you for those flowers. They decided to take you to a beautiful restaurant. You say thank you for the restaurant. They decided to take you, you know, wherever. You had a nice time. You enjoyed yourself. It was, it was exquisite. You did some great things. Oh, we ate. Oh, God, the food was just, you met some great people. You got a chance to dress and do. Oh, that's beautiful. You say thank you. That's what they deserve. A thank you. They don't deserve keys to your treasure box because they did something sweet and nice. You value you. And you make sure that when someone gets a key, that they too value you. If they can't value you, they don't get no keys. Period, point blank, end of the story. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. You're not supposed to let everybody see you naked. You're not supposed to let everybody be in your treasure box. And you're not supposed to let anybody and everybody know who you are to your depths. That's something people earn because they have valued you and they have learned you and they have taken out time to show you that they're worthy to be there in your life, to see what you have to give. Because, baby, you are full of too much. You got too much. You done built too much. You done found yourself. You done got confidence in yourself. You know, you done showed yourself who you really are. You done went into some deep healing. Now, you done did all that work, not so that somebody can tear it down in an instance, because you didn't allow them time to prove they was worthy of you. Remember that. Take that somewhere with you today and tell somebody else. You know, you just met somebody. They don't, you don't meet somebody and go tell them all about your life. No, you don't know. I don't know you to share me. I don't know you to trust you with me. I need to know I can give you some of me, you know, by telling you something, you know, and it's okay for me. It's okay. It's okay. Because I have done this thing alone for a long time, and I can do it a little bit longer. But you're not going to mess around and go into a place that I have treasured, that I have valued, that I love, right? And mess it up in just an instance because I got careless. Think about that. Thank you so much for your time. Love you so much. You have an awesome day. Be beautiful. Be marvelous. Let your light forever shine. Be who you are. And don't let nobody doubt you because you are you. And then don't let nobody take a peek inside you until you know who's peeping. Be blessed. This is Jenny O'Yah with Nuggets and Things. You be blessed. Have a powerful moment.